Well, good evening, everybody. How are you? It's good to be here and good to be with you. Yes, I'm back from 3 days of camping. A little worse for wear, but it was good. It was very relaxing. But boy, we sorted out some things with the camper on what we're going to do on our big cross country trip later on, and little trips like that are what you need to do when you're going to go camping on a big long haul. And so we figured a few things out, which was great. But as a result, today we both kind of just went, oh, because we got back yesterday. We basically did a big round trip in Washington State. I'll tell you about it in just a sec. As soon as I greet my wonderful bucket fillers that are here, Linda, good to have you back. Thinking of you, girl. Tamara, how you doing? Hope everything went well with all your appointments and everything. Yeah, so we're going to read a story tonight that was inspired by the fact that my desk is a mess. And it kind of was a mess when we're camping and everything and getting all that things together. And, but that's okay. I decided to embrace it, celebrate it, and not let it be a point of despair, but a point of when I can learn from it. We left Monday afternoon, about 4 o'clock, and drove north to Port Townsend, took the Port Townsend ferry, which is one you have to have a reservation for because it's a small little ferry. Only holds about, I think it holds like 64 cars, which is quite small. But it also has weight limits on it that on what the tide's running. So we took that across from Port Townsend to Coopville on Whidbey Island, and drove north on Whidbey through Deception Pass, which is a beautiful area, and then drove to Bayview State Park and stayed there. Had a wonderful night there, and then the next day headed out on Highway 20 west over the North Cascades. We did Diablo Lake, and went across the Diablo Lake Dam, went walking around there, crossed Washington Pass, which is quite a high pass, one of the highest passes in Washington, and is only open from usually Memorial Day weekend. They try to get it open by, and it will close again probably around Halloween. It's due to snow. But so we did that. Then we went to over through Mazama and all places and stayed at Peregrine Lake, which was a wonderful place and a great campground, beautiful lake. It's where we stayed after my father had passed and after we had his memorial. It's a kind of a wonderful healing place. So, Linda, you were in my thoughts when I was there. And then we continued east, went down the Columbia River, and then caught back up with Highway 2 and came back over west of the mountains yesterday. And that was a haul because Highway 2 has gotten really busy, and made our way back to Edmonds and caught the Edmonds ferry. It's if I can avoid Seattle traffic, I will avoid it. Taking a ferry was what I did. I didn't, when I came home. And so it was good to get home. Aldo was a great car dog. He just thought he was living his best life. If he could live going camping all the time, I think he would. He would get out of the camper, go find the picnic table, sit on it, be really cute. Kids would come by. Can I pet your puppy? He would be just in wiggle heaven, and only chased a couple ducks and didn't take off, and looked at other animals that were dogs that were not behaving, and thought, I'm so much better than them. He was being Mr. Superior Dog. It was pretty funny. But came home today and realized I had a major overdue book at the library. So I took it back, Oh, no. Oh, no, Linda, you took a spill in your yard and dislocated your shoulder. Oh, oh my gosh, girl. Oh my goodness. That's just, I'm so sorry. Just so sorry for that. Not fun at all. Anyway, so I I went to the library today and found several books that were kind of, but this one kind of jumped out at me, and it's called "What Can a Mess Make?" and it's by Bea Johnson, and she's an artist, a mother, and a longtime mess maker, which I kind of identified with. Um, Her illustrations have appeared on book jackets and in print publications around the world. She's originally from Memphis. She now lives in New York City with her husband and two curly haired girls. What Can a Mess Make is her debut picture book. And she has a website, bjohnson.com, has more of her work. This book is being her debut is really wonderful. I'm trying to see if it says what the illustrations were rendered in. It does not. Kind of reminds me of acrylic and gouache, maybe, yeah. I got some watercolor and some gouache feeling from it. So that's the book that I'm going to read right now, and it's called What Can a Mess Make? And let me get to the here. I had it all set ready there. See, what can a mess make? It's so cute. Look at the little redheaded and the sisters. I think the illustrations are going to be lovely. What can a mess make? And Linda and Tamara, will you tell me if that seems in focus for you or not? Because it's seeming a little off to me, but that could be just some things. Anyway, What Can a Mess Make? By Bea Johnson. Kitchen clatter, milk and juice, syrup splatter, chocolate mousse, bowl of berries, red and blue. A mess can make a meal for two. Rubber bands and cardboard box, coffee tin and shiny rocks. Funnel hose and tape in hand, a mess can make a marching band. Playmat, pillows, kitchen chairs, ragdoll with the braided hair. Books and blanket, soft is best. A mess can make a place to rest. Magic markers, missing caps, glue and pom-poms, fabric scraps, paint on elbows, paint on knees. A mess can make a masterpiece. Tree trunk table, patchwork quilt. Tea is served, tea is spilt. Crumbs left scattered everywhere. A mess can make a snack to share. Seashells, snail shells, fancy ring, tiny pine cone, lucky string. Bracelets stretching out, out, out. A mess can make us scream and shout. Timer ticking, saris swapped, string and scissors, double knots, a bead for me, a bead for you. A mess can make things good as new. Salty water, homemade sauce, bread in basket, salad tossed. Heavy platter, little hands. A mess can make a change in plans. Bath time bubbles, minty smooth, feathers flying north and south, softly settled, two brooms sweep. A mess can make a good night's sleep. I love her illustrations, and then the night, how it goes from the day in the beginning here to nighttime. Her work reminds me a little bit. There was another one that I saw that reminded me of Sandy Hester, but I didn't get that book. But this is one of my favorite pages of hers. A mess can make a masterpiece. I love this. So fun. There we go, back. So Linda, you sent, when it rains, it pours. Yeah. Spent part of Sunday in the ER. They knocked me out to reduce it. Now I'm in a sling for 4 to 6 weeks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's going to be more than just a little problematic. And yeah, art should be mess. Cool book, Tamara, thank you. I found another one. I think I might have read, I'm not sure if I read this book a long time ago, if I did. So yeah, I'll apologize right now for repeating books, because my notebooks that I have full of the ones that I've written, I should have at some point started a database where I, wrote them out. And so I would know, and like what date I put them in, and had them in alphabetical order by the author or by the type of name of the book. So I would know if I was repeating, but not so great. Anyway, this is by Kevin Hankes. And Kevin Hankes has written, was born in Racine, Wisconsin in 1960, one of 5 children, all alone. His first picture book was accepted for publication when he was 19. And since then, he has written and illustrated a number of popular picture books and written several novels for young readers. He wrote Lily's Purple Plastic Purse and Grandpa and Beau, Sheila Ray the Brave, Chester's Way, A Weekend with Wendell. This book is called Jessica. I'll pull it up. There we go, Jessica. And give me a little bit of, I think I'll zoom in on her for you. There we go, Jessica by Kevin Hankes. So I'm assuming it's in focus because you guys didn't tell me it wasn't. So this book came out in 1989, and the watercolor paints and a black pen were used for the full color art. Unless she starts down here, she says, Jessica is my best friend. I wanted to read this book. I think the kids are all going back to school. Layla started junior high yesterday. Oh my gosh. And Lachlan's in 2nd grade. I believe. Yes. And Rook, I think, started 2nd grade too. oh my gosh, or first grade. Is she? And it's just the kids are just growing so fast. So this was a good one. Ruthie Sims didn't have a dog. She didn't have a cat or a brother or a sister. But Jessica was the next best thing. Jessica went wherever Ruthie went. Hang on. This is driving me crazy because it really feels out of focus. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, oops, not that. I'm going to do this and manually get it focused right to where, oops, that's way out of focus. Let me see if I can do a manual focus on this better with this guy. There we go. That's a little better. Jessica went wherever Ruthie went. To the moon, to the playground, to Ruthie's grandma's for the weekend. There is no Jessica, said Ruthie's parents. But there was. She ate with Ruthie. Careful, Jessica, it's hot. She looked at books with Ruthie. Once upon a time, Jessica. And took turns stacking blocks with Ruthie, building towers. If Ruthie was mad, so was Jessica. If Ruthie was sad, Jessica was too. And if Ruthie was glad, Jessica was exactly the same. Ruthie accidentally spilled some juice. She said, Jessica did it. And well, sorry about that. Hey, you guys, I'm sorry. Our internet dropped off again, completely. The whole server dropped and everything. So I thought it came up. Here's the last 2 pages of this. I'll go back. We had, she's in line. When all the other children lined up 2 by 2 to march to the lavatory, Jessica was right next to Ruthie. And a girl came up to Ruthie and stood by her side. Can I be your partner? She asked. And Ruthie didn't know what to say. My name is Jessica, said the girl. It is? Said Ruthie. The girl nodded. Mine's Ruthie, said Ruthie, smiling. And they walked down the hallway hand in hand. Ruthie Sims didn't have a dog. She didn't have a cat or a brother or a sister. But Jessica was even better. There. Now that's interesting because here, let me go back. What I did was I refreshed and still not working. I reconfigured my wiring because they said the other night, Fatima said that I had kind of in and out audio. It's all good when I've gone to YouTube, everything was fine. It didn't have the intermittent kicking in and out. But my internet just dropped off here and I had to reconnect. So anyway, well, who knows what's going on. I think that's going to call it a night tonight because the universe is saying 2 books is what we've got in us for tonight. And I think mine's been cray-cray for a while now. And yeah, we'll see. But for now, everybody, Linda, take care. Stay in that sling. Get it taken care of. Shoulder, having torn rotator cuffs multiple times. A shoulder is not to be taken for granted because everything, that shoulder is amazing how much it hurts when you think you're not using your shoulder and you are. So take care, and I will see you guys next Sunday with story and art, and so send in your art. So until next time, everybody, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you, but the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your own mirror. And I'll see you then.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. could be shameless.